I have always wondered if the pre-order launch strategy actually works, and I can sit here and say I am living proof to let you know that that strategy actually works. Now, I was a little scared to trial it out when it came to my clothing brand, but I did trial it out when it came to my starter kit, and guys, it worked. I got orders. The reason why I was skeptical in the first place was like, what if nobody trusts that this product is actually going to come out? What if I don't launch the product when I tell people that it's gonna launch? And guys, that second one actually happened. I told people that my starter kit was gonna come out on the Friday, and unfortunately, like honestly, I was gonna internally combust. I couldn't get it out. So everybody that had pre-ordered like the week prior, I literally just sent them an email and said, I am so sorry, the launch has been delayed, and all of them, they were absolutely fine with it. They didn't mind at all. So one of the things I was super afraid of happening happened, and it wasn't even that big a deal. So in this video, we are going to discuss a pre-order launch strategy that you can use for your brand, and we are also going to take a look at some of the pros and the cons of using pre-orders as a launch / marketing strategy for your brands. And this is something that can be used universally, not just for clothing brands, and it's probably something I'm going to use for my clothing brand sometime next year, and I'll definitely share that journey with you guys. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Taddy G, and on this channel I like to share tips, tricks, gems, and all of that good stuff when it comes to running and growing my clothing brand. So if you're interested in that sort of content, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, definitely like it, and if you feel like you know people that might benefit from this video, please be sure to share my content. But yeah, let's jump straight into the video. Pre-orders, it works, I've used it, but what is the key strategy? What makes this launch strategy actually work? I've got some notes on my phone, let's go through it. So the first thing you need to do, you need to warm up your audience. You need to create anticipation for this product that you're gonna have coming out. Now, when it comes to my starter kit, I'm gonna use my starter kit as a case study. When it came to my starter kit, I had been building anticipation for quite a while, and when I say quite a while, I'm talking years. I started working on my starter kit a good 2 years ago, and I let people know that I was working on the starter kit. But I would say in May, I posted a video here on YouTube talking about the starter kit in a lot more detail, and then I started my email marketing campaign, you know, promoting the starter kit, I believe maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before, no, even longer than that actually, maybe like a month before I had put into my mind that I was gonna launch this starter kit. I had a landing page and everything, so when people popped on my website, they were able to enter their details and, you know, sign up to my email list to receive those emails. So those are the sorts of things that I was doing to create anticipation for this brand new online course that I had coming out. The next point is build excitement. You need to create incentives as to why your customer base should even bother pre-ordering this product and why they shouldn't wait until it actually comes out. In terms of my starter kit, I actually offered my pre-order customers 2 things. I let them know that they were going to get the starter kit on an incredibly discounted price. So the overall cost of my starter kit is £139, but if you pre-ordered it, it was going to cost you £97. The other thing I offered to build this excitement was a complimentary 30-minute one-on-one session with me that they can cash in at any point in their journey just to discuss whatever they want to discuss pertaining to starting their clothing brand, of course. So that is how I built that excitement and gave them an incentive to actually pre-order my starter kit. The next point is setting a clear timeline. This means that you need to clearly communicate with your customer base when the pre-order deadline is going to be in order to create a sense of urgency. Now, with the starter kit, I didn't actually have like an end date. Obviously, my end date was going to be when the starter kit actually goes live, but the way I created urgency was I was only going to offer this complimentary one-on-one session to, I think I set it to about 30 or 50 pre-order customers. I actually set that for 2 reasons. One, because again, I wanted to create that sense of urgency, but at the same time, I I wasn't sure whether I wanted to speak to that many people. I realized in this 2023 that I have a little bit of social anxiety. Like, I am not a people person. Like, I don't really enjoy speaking to people, and doing my one-on-one sessions, which I do also offer outside of the starter kit, is a way of me taking myself out of that comfort zone and basically trying to improve on something that I know I'm not very good at and that I know that I'm not very comfortable with. So those were the two reasons why I had to limit it to those 30 to 50 people. I can't remember what I set it as. So next, you're gonna need to showcase the benefits of your product. So relating that to clothing, you're gonna want to showcase the quality of your products, the value of your clothing. Now, when it came to my starter kit, obviously showcasing the benefits came quite easily because there are so many benefits when it comes to signing up to my starter kit. Things like, you know, having access to my database of manufacturers, or having access to my complete tech pack guide, having access to my own Italian manufacturer, all my suppliers, marketing strategies, branding, all of that stuff. So listing the benefits to entice people to pre-order was really easy for my starter kit. I do understand that when it comes to clothing, perhaps listing the benefits of your clothing item might not be as easy, but it's definitely something that you need to put in your pre-order launch strategy for sure. Simplify the process. Now, my pre-order process for my starter kit was really simple. It was just like ordering a product on my website. So people can go on there, they can order the tech pack, they can order my blueprint, they can order all of that stuff. So when it came to my starter kit, I kind of used the same thing, and the people that pre-ordered my starter kit received a digital download, which basically gave them the instructions as to how to, which reminds me, I've got an email to reply to, as to how to enroll to the starter kit once it goes live. So I definitely made the process as easy as I possibly could. Number 6, and probably one of the most important things, especially if your launch date changes, is ensuring that you're always providing your customers with updates when it comes to the release of your clothing, or the release of your online course, or the release of whatever it is that you want people to pre-order. When it came to the starter kit, obviously I ended up delaying the launch, but I made sure I kept my customers updated. Make sure you are keeping your customers fully informed and up to date with any updates when it comes to the products that they've ordered. You can even have fun with it if I'm relating it to a clothing brand. For example, say if your garments are still in production, you can kind of even show them like the production process, where they are in the production cycle. Maybe you've just received your products, you can show them like your products are here, they're coming really soon. Little bits like that to create excitement but also keep them updated and informed. Lastly, you want to reward the loyalty, the people that have entrusted you and decided to pre-order your product. You want to reward them. So as mentioned, it's almost similar to a point I covered before, but my reward to them was them being able to have that one-on-one session with me. But in addition to that, whenever they have questions or they have anything to say to me, I am always going to be at hand to answer those questions. They are always gonna receive, you know, updates on the starter kit. Those are the sorts of rewards that I can think of in terms of offering them. But when I'm relating it to like a clothing brand or a product business, perhaps you can reward them by, you know, giving them a lifetime discount to your clothing brand, something like that. There are loads of different ways you can reward loyalty. Maybe you can have a sort of membership club where people are able to collect points, and if they pre-ordered something, maybe their points are doubled. Something like that. Just some sort of reward to just say thank you for being a loyal babe. So those are 7 key things you need to think about and remember when it comes to your pre-order launch strategy. But why are we even dabbling in this? Let's discuss some of the pros of having a pre-order launch strategy. Obviously, one of the most key things, and probably the thing that attracts people the most into doing pre-orders, is is it improves your cash flow. It provides you with upfront revenue to fund production and cover costs. So say you don't have, enough money to finish off your collection, having that pre-order strategy in place will allow you to have a little bit of upfront money to put into the production of those products that you were otherwise unable to produce. The other great thing about pre-orders is that you can begin to gauge how many people are actually interested in your product, and this will then in turn help you when deciding how many garments to order. Say if that's your bag, or how you're going to offer the service, say if you're a service provider. So you're able to begin to gauge your customers' behavior, which is a key thing in business. Pre-orders limit risk. You already know that you've got a bunch of customers that already want your product, which means that there's a little less risk when it comes to actually now producing those products. Lastly, customer engagement. Pre-orders create a sense of exclusivity when it comes to the product. You can even go as far as involving those pre-order customers in the design and execution process of those garments, and sort of create this little hub of people that are in this community that are supporting your brand straight from the jump. Now, of course, with pros comes a few cons. Now, when it comes to pre-orders, of course, one of the main cons is having that longer wait period to your customer. Obviously, you would have notified them, when your product is going to come out, so they're fully aware, but that is still a con for you to consider. Another con is uncertainty. So if you've allowed a customer to pre-order a good, within that period sometime they could decide that, what, I kind of need my £50 back, and since I haven't received this product, it's kind of easy to just ask for the money back for something that I've ordered but not received yet. So there's that element of uncertainty whether you actually have that money in your bank. That is definitely a con to consider when it comes to pre-orders. There's a high chance of customer dissatisfaction, especially if things get delayed. And I know delays can completely be outside of your control, but if things do get delayed, customers are well within their rights to be upset with that. And this is definitely a con that can happen when it comes to this whole pre-order strategy. All in all, I will say that the pre-order strategy definitely works. I have used it for my starter kit, and sometime next year when I release something new for Shopify, I will definitely trial this pre-order strategy for my clothing brand, and I will be on here sharing that with you. I already kind of know what product I want to release next year, so I will definitely be sharing that process with you guys. But yeah, I really hope that this video has been helpful for you guys. You've got, some basis of which direction to take your pre-order launch strategy in. Thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely be catching you in my very next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.